What's going on, guys? Today we are looking at Carniball Mendy, and he's coming up next. So in today's video we are having a look at Carniball Mendy. He's came out yesterday, I believe, looking around about just shy of 200k on both consoles for the SBC, and to be honest, a really solid left back. Obviously we already have had the flashback Baines at an 87, and then also I believe Alonso at the moment is 87, with the likelihood of going up to 88, maybe 89, depending on how Chelsea do in the remainder of the Europa. So at the minute it's between him and Baines for the kind of top spot for me. Alonso probably will overtake as the Europa progresses, but if you haven't done the Baines, Mendy is a solid left back for the BPL. We'll get into comparison as well with two other French special cards after I've gone through the basic information of this kid and all the attributes that he's got. So he's a 3-star, left-footed, 6'1", so really tall for a left back, realistically. He's got a high attack and work rate with a medium defensive work rate. So overall, that's pretty good. I think that you can see the high attack and work rate in him. He was always blasting forward, which to be honest is not a bad thing. And I found that really he got back as well, which was quite nice. It seems to be a lot of the cases with the left and right backs. They may shoot up front, go for them kind of other side of the ball. Say if you're on the right side and you're going to cross it over, he's looking to get to that back post, which I really like. But they do find their way to get back as well, which is something I really like in this game. So going into some basic information of him, like I said, he has 87 pace with 82 acceleration and 91 sprint speed. So very fast in general. You can add a shadow card to overdo it. I believe that will give him 98 pace, which is fantastic, and 93 defending. So really nice on them stats if you wanted to kind of boost him up a little bit. I probably would, to be honest. That is really nice to do. It's an extra 5k onto the card, obviously, but he is untradeable, so once you put him on him, that is it for the rest of the game. Looking at some other of his stats, 86 shot power is just a little bit of a one out there. He's got 91 crossing, which I could definitely see. Some of the balls he was putting in on his left peg was absolutely fantastic. 85 short pass with 85 curve, again, really nice to see on this card. 83 reactions as well as ball control, and 84 dribbling. Again, a little bit of an extra bonus for me to have a defender be able to carry the ball, which is really nice. Now we go on to the two main stats for me. We'll go on the physicality first and then we'll jump on to the defending. He has 76 jumping, which to be honest didn't really find too much of an issue. He was winning quite a lot of the headers coming over if the centre-back weren't getting involved. And I really like that with my left and right backs. Say with Dani Alves, he mainly had a lot of jumping, but he was still quite small, and even the jumping kind of outweighed a little bit of some of them headers, whereas Mendy, I found that he won quite a lot of them. Also 86 stamina, that's perfectly fine. 85 strength and 80 aggression, really nice to see. And then we go on to the defending. So the original, before putting any chem style on, he has 87 interceptions, 71 heading accuracy, but to be honest, don't really need him too much with that. 86 marking, 87 standing tackle, and 88 sliding tackle. Now, if you was to put the shadow chemistry on, he'll get 97 interceptions, 76 heading accuracy, 99 sliding tackle, 96 marking, and 92 stand tackle. So you can see the extra that brings, and I think that's well worth this card, as well as having the 98 pace, which again is absolutely fantastic. So what do I think of this card personally? Really solid on the defensive side of things. Attacking was a little bit lackluster for me when it came to kind of getting into that final third. If he's just running down a wing, if you're playing that 1-2, he makes a lot of overlaps because of that work rate, and I think that was really effective, as well as if you've got, say, Zlatan, a lot of people have him, or someone really tall in the middle who's going to head them in. This guy's got a really nice cross as well. But the main thing that I think a lot of people are thinking with this card is we currently have the other Mendy, I don't know his first name, but the other Mendy from Lyon as an 87 left back, and then also the other day we got the the Champions League moment Kazawa card as well, 87. So where do I stand with these? Well, Future Star Mendy, obviously is tradable, so I think that is always a nice version, and I think it's one that a lot of players change to just because they don't want all these untradables and they're not be able to sell them after. But looking at Mendy, he's going to be 260k. Our Mendy in the BPL is 180 on the Xbox, 190 on the PlayStation, and then Kazawa's looking around about 210 to 230 on Xbox and PlayStation. So realistically, for me, if you look based off the stats, I think Kazawa is the most solid all round. I think Mendy from the Leon is kind of more your defensive side, and then I think the main thing that Mendy brings from the BPL is, for one, obviously the good link in the BPL. That's always really nice to see. I think that's still possible with a lot of players in the BPL. You could literally just put either an icon there if you've got that, and then possibly Conte or Pogba in the CDM or CM role, and there's your link really. Also then on your left wing, I believe you've got Martial, you could have as in form. So there is plenty of links to go around that, and to be honest, you could even have the Marquinhos or Thiago Silva, Kimpembe sitting next to Kazawa and Mendy and still getting them really nice links. Personally, the one that I think is probably most for value, I'd say it's got to be Kazawa. I think I've not actually played with him, but looking off base stats, I think you've got to really rate that. I've played with his 86 card, I think it is, or 85, and that is absolutely solid. So the 87 for this, looking all round, I think will be incredible. For me, Mendy from the BPL, for the monetary value, obviously he's the lowest out of everyone to get. And then the fact that he is linked to the BPL straight away, so you can literally already start to move teams around and put what you want in. So I think my Mendy, the BPL Mendy, is probably the most for value. I think obviously the Leon Mendy, the Mendy is probably your best option for tradable because obviously he's the only one. And I think all of them are solid. I think either whatever wants to fit in your team, I think every single one of them will be absolutely outstanding for you. Personally, I'd probably choose Kazawa over them all for more that attacking role as well as that defensive role. The Leon Mendy, again, fast, but I think he's still lackluster on the kind of going forward element. Very quick to get up and down, but I still think he's more a defensive player for me and is absolutely rock solid at that. And then this Mendy, monetary value, I think value for coins, as well as the packs obviously you do get, I think that is where this card stands. So, overall rating for Mendy, I'm giving him an 8 point. I was debating 8.5, but I'm thinking that's probably too low for this card, just because I did really like him. I think he's probably one of the best left backs in the BPL. I think Baines was alright, but I think Mendy going forward and a defensive role was absolutely incredible. So I'm going to give him an 8.9. In fact, I'm going to go up. I'm thinking that is where he stands. He is probably the best left back at this moment in time in the BPL. Obviously, you can get around that with just centre backs, all that. But at this moment in time, I think Alonso's got the chance. If he can go up to a 90, if they do get really far in the Europa, I think that will definitely come into play. And then possibly when Team of the Season comes around, we're definitely going to see an even better version of some of these players. So that is my review on him. Let me know if you've already done him. Have you done him? Have you played with him? What did you think? I did think he was absolutely outstanding. And to be honest, he's making me consider changing my team. But I really, really like Marcelo still. I think for an average gold that's kind of gone from the very start, I just can't see anyone else outplaying him for how much he is. Marcelo is incredible, so it will take a bit to see what happens and if I do change my team, but Mendy's definitely getting me thinking I could change that left back and then possibly go and move the right back instead. So let me know what you think about Mendy. Have you used him yet? Who else do you want me to see do? I'm trying to do all of them. I've got plenty coming out today and for the next couple of days until we manage to finish them all. So let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you all again next time. Peace.